Okay, as we enter a whole new day in trade, let's take a look at how the US handover panned out last night. Now, needless to tell you, yesterday was a big day for equity markets. Pfizer and BioNTech announced that their vaccine is 90% efficient in combating and preventing the COVID-19 virus. Markets flew the second this news came out. You saw Dow futures go up around 1,500 points. That's a 5% gain for the largest benchmark. In the live session that followed, the Dow indeed did gain 1,600 points. Really, the airline stocks, the travel stocks, the cruise stocks all rallied. So American Airlines, Delta and United were up 15% each. Carnival, Norwegian and Royal Caribbean cruise lines were up more than 25% each. So it was a big gain day. The Dow eventually cooled off and settled around 870 points up for the day. The S&P also notched a new lifetime high and was up 1.2%. By the way, US markets are at a lifetime high. The only pocket which suffered was the Nasdaq, which actually lost yesterday, surprisingly, around 1.5%, the entire benchmark. And the stay-at-home play that has become so popular during COVID, stocks like Netflix, Zoom Video, all of those took it on the chin yesterday, really lost a lot of value in trade. But I mean, overall, everyone's really optimistic, and the global futures have really been excited by this move we saw yesterday in the US market. So if you look at the SGX Nifty, we went to 12,750 last night, which is also a fresh lifetime high for Indian stocks. So it'll be really interesting to see how we hold up in trade today. I believe we've cooled off slightly from 12,750. But given that the US rallied nearly 1,000 points last night, we should brace for a fairly positive day. Asia is currently up across the board. The Nikkei is up 1.5%. The Topix is up 1.84%. The Kospi is up. In Australia, the S&P is up 1.5%. So Asia reacting really well. We know Europe closed strong yesterday. The stock 600 was up 4% at close. Banking stocks were up 12%. All sectors and major bourses were in positive territory. Oil, insurance, media, travel all saw strong gains in Europe. Now, oil, the outlook has suddenly improved so much overnight. Oil surged more than 8% yesterday. Brent crude was up $3.11 or 8% to 42.56. WTI was up $3.15 or 8.5% to $40.29 per barrel. So that's really a strong gain seen. And gold fell. So the whole play of gold being a safe haven metal and not really, when people aren't sure of what's going to happen in the world or with the equity markets, they flock to gold, right? Well, yesterday gold was sold off aggressively, 4.8% down, back to $1,850 per ounce, and US gold futures settled down 5% at $1,854 per ounce. So the safety trade going away, oil demand coming back, major benchmarks rallying except for big tech and stay-at-home stocks. That's a summary. SGX Nifty currently showing you a very smart uptick. We should be opening and trading firmly in the green today.